Hey guys, it's Jenny and Nancy. We are here with another live tutorial for you, and we're going to be doing a sweater nail and we're going to be doing some crystal placement. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the sweater nail. It's super easy. My opinion is to use gel painting if you're going to be doing this. That way you have more of a raised up look. You don't want something that's going to be super flat, so you don't want to use like a regular gel polish for this. I just picked a red that was really close to our gel painting color. This is the C&D color on a Dare. It's the red that I'm using. It just matches it really, really well. And then you want to do like a matte background. So I used our matte no wipe top coat, and then I'm going to do the gel painting right on the top of that. And then we will sprinkle some clear powder on there. It can be either dipping or acrylic. As long as it is clear, doesn't really matter what brand or anything like that. It just needs to be completely clear. Okay, and then the next nail, we'll do some chrome on it. So I've got this really pretty red chrome that I've showed you guys before. It's super awesome. It's a holographic chrome. It's one of our collection. We have a whole holo chrome collection that you guys can check out on glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. And we'll be doing that for our second nail. So this is pretty simple and easy. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. I don't have a palette here, but I'm going to use it straight. Oh yeah, I do it right there. Perfect. Thanks, Nancy. I was going to say I can just use it straight out of the pot, but we have nice, cute little palettes here. So I'm just going to get a scoop of it. You can see how much I'm using. This is probably too much, but that's okay. I'm just going to wipe any excess that I have right back in the side of this. It's really good to just save it because a little bit does go a long way. I actually just used all these gel paints to paint my own nails, and they turned out so cute. I don't know if you guys can see my little bee that I did on there. So cute. I copied someone on Instagram. My friend sent me a picture and I was like, oh my god, I'm putting that on my nail. And then of course Best Nails Club, I copied her cute little flowers and stuff. But our gel paints are really awesome. You can do pretty much anything with them. Super easy to use. I did both hands. That's how simple it is to do something like this. You really don't have to be super creative or anything. You can literally just, pull inspiration from somebody else, come up with something cool. So I'm going to wipe off my little diamond stir stick just to make sure that I don't have anything that's going to get color all over me or my client. And then I'm going to use my twin tip brush, and I'm using my liner end here. You can see how awesome that is. It's really, really thin. It's also what I used to do all of my artwork here. And I've got my matte top coated nail. And I just did this before we went live so that I would have something already done. And you can see, I'm going to move up just a little bit so you guys can see this. This is pretty thick. And that's one of the reasons. So sometimes I will dilute this with like a clear, but when you're doing your sweater nail, you don't want to do that. You want it to be raised up a little bit. So I'm literally just gonna get like a big glob of this on my brush. And you saw how thin my brush was, and you can see how thick my brush is now. Just to kind of show you guys. I have a lot of paint on there. And I'm going to move it so that it's all towards the tip of my brush. There we go. And then I'm just going to start right on the side here. You want to leave it kind of thick because you want that to be there so that you'll get that really pretty texture whenever you pour your clear powder on there. That way it'll feel like a sweater. You don't want it to just be flat on there. You want to feel that texture. So I'm just going right down the center, and a good rule of thumb when you're painting anything is to kind of keep your center by keeping your pinky finger right on something so you can anchor yourself. That's going to help you get those nice, crisp, straight lines and have more of a steady hand. I know when I first started doing this, I had a lot of trouble with that because I didn't really know how am I supposed to keep everything straight. And that's really a good way to do it. So I'm just looking here and kind of building up anything I think is not high enough.
Hold on. What did I do with this one?
Nancy, I don't know. I have no clue. What did you do?
I don't know. I just waved back for you.
Well, there's nothing on the lens. Oh, there we go.
What is that?
You were showing the phone instead of the ceiling, and it's so shiny, it's reflecting.
Oh.
She's so funny. She had no clue. She was like, what the hell?
What did I do? Sorry, guys.
So I'm going to do the same thing right on the other side, and I'm kind of just like getting my starting line. And I'm going to go ahead and flip this around. That way I can still have my pinky touching something. This is going to be a lot easier on a client because you can use your client to anchor yourself.
This last one right there.
You're so funny.
Can't wave her. D. Thomas.
I'm sorry. We can't wave at you. It won't allow us to. So I'm just like pushing everything to the tip of my brush. Good to see you. Thank you so much for showing up.
Hold on. Can you move on the right side a little bit?
This way?
Yeah. This I think it's more on that side.
Towards you?
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Perfect. Yep. A little bit thick, then we just dilute it a little bit.
Yeah. I want it to be thick though because we want to have that,
you want to look at the
that
texture
sweater,
of the sweater look.
Yeah. So if you wanted to dilute it because you don't want it to be super raised up, that's totally cool. I want it to be nice and thick like that so that it will have that really like raised up look. I'm even going back over because I realized that this one side is just a little bit bigger. I might even have to get more polish.
The gel?
Yeah, I need more gel painting, Nancy. There we go. Perfect. So you guys can see I just have two straight lines. They're not completely straight. No, not yet. I'm going to put powder on top of this. This is straight gel painting right now. So you guys can see this is just straight right out of the pot. Didn't add anything to it. So what I was trying to say earlier was usually when I'm painting, I will dilute this a little bit, but you don't want to do that yet because you want this to be nice and raised up so you can get that sweater texture. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add a straight little dashed line on both sides. So one there. One there. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a second. I'll show you guys. One there. We'll do one more. And I'm probably not going to do any more. Okay, perfect. Now we'll do this on the other side. Same thing, just some dashes. We'll do one here. You guys will see why in a second.
Oh, you answered Chang's question, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Do another one here. And I'm very quiet because I focus when I'm painting. You can see my hand will even shake a little bit, but as soon as I go to put my brush down on the nail, no more shaking. All right. Now, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it like this. Straight line, right? And then we'll do another one, but we're going to do it really close this time. You guys will see why in just a second. You're going to go right next to it. Just like that. Now it's going to look really silly, but then what you're going to do is you're going to connect these two here. And now you have your sweater. Look. Just like that. So in case you guys need to see that again, I'm going to go all the way down, okay? So we'll do one here. And then we're going to do one right next to it. And you kind of want to do it like halfway up. You don't want to go like all the way up. You want to go like just about halfway. That way you can still connect them. Just like that. See that? How easy that is, guys. It's so easy. Okay, we'll do one more right underneath it. You can see, like, if I don't think it's long enough, I'm literally just pulling it up a little bit. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. And we'll get back to those dashes on the side because we're going to do the same thing that we're doing here to these guys, to that. But we're not going to go quite so much detail because it's on the side of the nail. So we're just going to kind of go to the side. You'll see. Who's going to see Frozen?
Me.
Me too. We're going to see Frozen. We went and saw The Lion King when it came out too. And if you guys want to do like, if you feel like you need at the top there, because I know that it kind of feels unfinished. There we go. I just want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, so the camera angle is going to change a little bit. There we go. You guys, you can see this is taking me a little while because you want it to be thicker. And then I'm just gonna, whoop, just like that. think we've got room for like 1.5 more. I did it the lazy way, guys. Sorry. All right, so for the sides, this is what I'm gonna do. See that? Already got the upswing. I'm literally just going over to the side. And over. And over. There we go. All right. I know this looks super crazy right now, but look how pretty. Okay, it's just a little bit darker, but I think that what that's going to do is add a lot of definition to it, and it's going to look really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. Here, Nancy's grabbing my other nail for me. Thank you, Nancy. Okay, we'll clean that in a second. Yeah.
I don't need it.
No, I don't need it.
Help you with this quick.
Nancy's going to clean it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me move, and then we'll move it right here.
All right. Perfect. That's better?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Let me move this on.
Usually I feel like I have to be super high up, but today it's a lot closer to me. Okay, ready, guys?
Hold on. Let me see.
Nancy wants to video us. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
There we go. We're just going to sprinkle our clear powder right on the top of this.
So we would have to do it like 4 or 5 times to get it just like absorbing it, huh?
Yeah, it's going to take a second. Be very careful not to bump this because remember, it's still wet. Looks like snow on there.
Cool.
All right, so, oh, hold on. I can see the tip of this. It just needs a little bit. If you need to move your nail around, just have your client move their hand for you. None of them are really going to object to that. They want perfect nail art. So you can see there's no more glossy, and that's kind of what you want. You want it to look completely matte, because that's going to mean that you've covered it enough and it's gotten absorbed enough. Even on this side, I just need a little bit more. If you just want to leave it on there, honestly, I don't think that that's going to be a problem, because I know I did it pretty thick. But I think it'll be okay. We're just going to cure it just like this. Okay, guys? We'll cure this and we'll come right back to it. So 60 seconds, that's going to be a full cure on that. And you just want to do a full cure because you want to make sure that everything is completely cured. Something is wrong. Shitty said, ah! That was when we were showing you the other phone. Like, how strange that it did that. All your clients show you pictures and they love it. Starstruck. Oh, yeah. So cool. Hey guys, we're trying to wave at you. Hello everybody. Sweater nails are really gorgeous. Hey Gina, how are you, sweetie? We have so many people joining. Hello, hello. We're almost done with this one. I'm gonna show it to you after it's completely finished. And this is literally just clear. Doesn't really matter what clear you're using, dipping or acrylic, as long as it is completely crystal clear. Do we have?
You can do color too, but then make sure that it matching with
Whatever the color is that you're using, because you don't want to.
The sweater is gonna be like the same.
Exactly. You can see. Oop. Look how freaking cute this turned out. Look at that. It really does look like a sweater. It feels like a sweater. It's so cool.
Good.
Yes.
You don't need any top coat at all.
No, you don't.
Like
Yeah, you
right
just
there.
leave it just like that. It's perfect, honestly. It's so cute. That turned out really awesome, you guys. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to show Instagram because the lighting is kind of harsh. Hold on. Let's see.
On Facebook?
No, on Insta. I don't know if...
Let me see.
Hold on. Here we go. Just so you guys can kind of get a... I don't know if maybe the phone is just
Maybe
dark.
yours the way you're seeing it.
Yeah. But I just want you to be able to see it. I'm using our selfie light. But I just want you guys to be able to see that.
Oh.
It's so
You know, somehow we couldn't see the
cute.
message from here. You see that?
Why? What happened?
Oh, right here.
Did you mix powder and gel polish? No, I literally used our gel painting on top of our matte top coat, and then I sprinkled clear powder right on the top of it and cured that.
All right, I see Lindsay say, thank you for my treasure box. I'm so excited to try it out and suggestions on what to do with the little feather
And the elastic?
and the elastic strip.
Ooh, you can do all kinds of stuff with that. This is going to be really funny. Nancy did feathers on me, and then I painted a owl bear from Dungeons and Dragons on my thumb. So you can do literally anything with that stuff. You can come up with all kinds of cool designs.
So if you want to know more tutorial information, you can look it up on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff on there. And you can check out Crystal Nail Obsession. There's videos on there. You can check out our Facebook page. There's videos on there. We usually do like little snippets of stuff on our Instagram as well. So just check all that stuff out. Check it all out. Yes. Okay, we're moving on to chrome and crystal placement. I have beautiful red hollow chrome here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this up. I have a top coat on this. It's been cured for 30 seconds. You don't want to do any more than that, especially if you have a really strong light, because it may over cure and it won't pick everything up. So make sure that you're doing it the proper amount of time. And then I have my red hollow chrome.
Oops, sorry.
Little
It's so
eye duster
slippery.
here. It is because of that clear powder that's on here.
Let me dust it off for you.
Go for it. Thanks, Nancy.
You're welcome.
Okay, perfect. So now that I've got this on there, I just want to show you guys. You just want to rub this right on there. And you can see it's just immediately going to stick to it. I'm just trying to get it all over before I start rubbing it in.
That's probably the top one then.
Yeah, the top part didn't cure all the way. That's okay. We're going to put crystals on it, but you can, now I have a good demonstration for you to see proper cure, improper cure. Proper cure is going to be the bottom half of this nail. Improper cure is going to be the top half. It's going to look a little more like sprinkled on as opposed to rubbed in. So you can see the bottom half is nice and chromy. And the top half is just a little not perfect. But like I said, we're about to put crystals on this. So for a demo nail, it's not that big of a deal. But just for your information, we do want you to know this is going to be a proper cure. This is going to be an improper cure here. And that's probably because I didn't have the nail all the way under the light when I was doing this. And that typically happens because I'm trying to be quick about it. So take your time.
In the right angle.
Yeah, I think when I stuck it in the light, like here's the light, I stuck it in there like this, and you can see how the top half may not have gotten underneath all those UV lights. So you just got to make sure you're doing it the proper way, guys, okay?
This is good. It's kind of a great information.
It's a good learning curve
perfect
here.
Nails, but then what if that is turned out?
What if it looks like this, and then you're like, oh God, what did I do wrong? Yeah, it's just because you just didn't cure it all the way. That's okay.
Well, if you cure all the way and then under the lights, then you have to check your lights.
That's right. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I have my 5G glue gel pot here. I'm going to use my twin tip brush, and I'm going to get my number 6 gel end. And I'm going to clean this off after I'm done because I will have some pigment from the holochrome, and you don't want to get that inside of your glue gel. In case you're doing another set that does not have any of that in it. So just be careful when you're doing stuff like that. See, as soon as we put the top on it, it's like, it doesn't really matter that happened.
That looks good. I can't wait to see that crystal.
It's gonna turn out really pretty. I love the crystals that we have. Oh, I actually didn't get any. I just want to make sure that I've got enough on here.
This sweater nail.
There we go. The sweater nail looks so cool. As always, you need to wipe your brush all the way off. You do want it to be completely wiped off because when you stick this inside of your cap, it's going to fray out like this if it's got glue gel all over it. And then you're going to stick it in your cap, and it's going to get glue gel all inside of your cap. And then when you go to pull your brush back out, there are going to be little stray hairs sticking off the side of it like that, right? You don't want that to happen, so make sure you're cleaning your brush off properly before you put it back into the lid carefully. Be careful. Then you want to close everything up, and the reason for that being is because you don't want any cross-contamination. There's all kinds of glitter and who knows what else on this desk because we're constantly doing cool stuff. I'm going to get my no wipe top coat. I'm going to go right over the top of that. So you want to do base coat, cure, top coat, cure 30 seconds, put your chrome on, put your glue gel on top of that, and then go straight to top coat. And the reason for that being is because this is going to have that really awesome factor of letting your crystals sink down into the top coat and the glue gel combined. And then you're not going to have to do so many steps when you're doing this. Honestly, I like the chrome even when it's just kind of speckly looking. Did something I'm not supposed to do. Make sure you're wearing gloves when you do that, guys. I don't wear gloves for these. And then I'm going to use my crystal picker. And I'm going to put my crystals on. And I have some really cute crystals here for you today. I've got a cute, like, giant snowflake. And then I've got my tiny teardrops. And I have a little snowflake. And I'm going to use a bunch of different sized SS and go around this. So I want to do these just like that. I have a really long teardrop. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there's just, because I had to move this a little bit, I kind of moved and displaced some of my top coat. So I'm just going to take my top coat and go right next to it, because I still want it to be able to sink down in there. And because I was pushing it and I pushed it all around, I kind of got rid of that. If things are moving on you, just move them back. It's not a big deal. You're always going to be able to move this stuff around. If you feel like there's too much glue gel, knock it off. I did that earlier when I was doing my own nails. Let's put this one up here. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to center everything.
Looks really cool.
It's really cute, huh? I don't know how excited you guys are for Frozen, but if you can't tell by this nail, I'm really freaking excited. My niece is 5. I was like, are you ready for Frozen? She was like, yeah. I was like, listen, kid, I'm a little more excited than you are, so you're going to have some enthusiasm.
She said that, are you ready for us?
I asked her if she was ready for Frozen. She was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she's as ready as I am, Nancy. That's what I told her. I was like, listen, you're going to have a little more enthusiasm than that. Be excited. Aunt Bunny is ready. That's what she calls me, Aunt Bunny. I have a necklace that has rabbits on it, and that is how she learned my name. Bunny? Bunny? Yep, that's me. That's me, kid. And then I want to put, let's use the big crystal here and then just go all the way down with the little ones. See how I'm like anchoring myself on the air? I was trying. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm not going to keep messing with it. I'm good with it. Just like that. It looks gorgeous. It's straight on there mostly. Let's move this one over just a tiny bit. It looks really cute. I think maybe this one needs to be moved over just a little. There we go. And I want all these to be touching. So anything that's not touching, I'm just going to keep moving it until it's touching and everything is nice and straight before I stick it in the lamp. And the reason you want to do that is because right now, it's totally good to move. As soon as you cure it, forget about it. It's done. It's cured. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the lamp. And it needs to be in there for a full 60 seconds. You want to have your client kind of rock their hand slowly back and forth. And then we will use our precision pen. And then we'll be good. So in case you guys have any questions, please do not forget about the fact that you can call us at 306-771-5086, or you can give us an email at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com, or you can get a hold of us on Instagram and Facebook, but the best way to get a hold of us is on email. So like I said, info, that's INFO, at glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. And then as always, when you guys are checking out, please do not forget to use the code JennyW. You do get 10% off if you use that code. And then I want to mention the fact that there is going to be a class happening with Nancy.
Not that class.
Not that class? Okay, just kidding. We also have some other things that we're going to talk about tomorrow. We're going to do a face with you guys, face to face. You're going to see me and Nancy's face. We're going to do a quick live tomorrow. I don't think we're going to be doing any demonstration, but we are going to give you guys some really good information about what's going to be happening with Glitz during the holidays. So definitely you want to show up to that because it's going to be really important. This is our Glitz glue gel, guys. We're going to use this underneath any little area that I think is going to be too raised up. not filled in or needs an edge on it. So right here, I can see just by looking, and I'm going to show you guys so you can see too. You can see right there the edges of this little snowflake are not completely on the nail. So what we want to do is we want to go right underneath that little edge, and I'm just going to gently squeeze this, and you can see it's coming right out. And I'm just going to fill that up. And I'm going to go right in this little nook and cranny here. And you don't have to be super crazy about it, but you do want to make sure that it's filled. You can see how there was like a little bubble there. We don't want the bubble, but we do want to make sure that all the edges of this are nice and filled. There we go. And you don't want it to be lumpy or bumpy either, so there we go. Don't go too crazy. And I'm going to do it right on this side too, because I feel like this probably needs it. You don't have to push too hard on your Glitz glue gel pen. It is just going to come right out. So just be careful. Don't go too crazy. And I don't have to do any more. I'm going to do one little dot right at the top of this one. I'm going to do a little dot right around the edge of the bottom of this one, just because I want to make sure that my client isn't catching that in her hair. And we're good. We're done now. It's completely done. We're going to pop this in the lamp for 60 seconds. Same thing. Have your client gently rock their hand from side to side. And then she's good. Then she can walk out the door. Or he, whoever, you know, these days. Everybody gets their nails done. Everybody wants to look fly. I'm good with that. I don't know if you guys saw my little crystal nail that I did. I literally did this 30 seconds before we did live video.
Looks good.
It's so cute. It looks like a little flower. It matches all the rest of my nails. This little bee, though, I saw this on Nail Magazine did a post about another nail artist, I think. And she did a bee very, very similar to this because I pretty much just copycatted her. She had really good nail art and I inspiration from her. I copycatted her. Yeah. And then, like I said, Best Nails Club, that's who I used to do all the rest of my cute little flowers. I think the roses are I just do roses all the time. I really like them. I think they're super cute. They're really, really easy to do. And with the crystals, it turned out so freaking awesome. I love my job. Okay. Look at how pretty. Oop, don't need that. So we did a sweater nail and we did a crystal application for you guys tonight. And like I said, please check in with us tomorrow. Nancy and I are going to be face-to-face with you. We're going to be giving you all kinds of information about what we'll be doing during the holidays so that you guys stay on top of whatever we're going to be doing, not only for Black Friday, but all throughout Christmas season. So you guys will have an idea of New Year's, what's coming next year, and then any other like little pop-up things that we decide to do. We're going to mention all that stuff tomorrow. So check in with us on live. We'll be here for our Facebook and Instagram. Thank you guys so much. Please do not forget to use the code JennyW. And as always, you can get a hold of us on email at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com for the quickest reply. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go and post these on Instagram and Facebook, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.